Yo, what's good, everyone? Your boy Deke back again with another vid related to one of our favorite things: fake trades, trade rumors, and should the Steelers make this move? So this one involves the Steelers and Denver Broncos cornerback Bryce Callahan. Callahan is on the move because apparently the Denver Broncos really like their depth at the cornerback position. Bryce Callahan's 29. He has 1 year left on his deal. So the Broncos are fielding some calls. They're taking some interest from other teams around the league. There was a report out there the Steelers have shown some interest up to this point. They've at least looked into it. I don't know if that's true or not, but the Steelers do need an extra cornerback probably, slot corner, at least some more depth. Bryce Callahan could fit the bill. So I already mentioned 1 year left on his deal. He's a very physical corner, also pretty good in coverage. A lot of sites have him ranked as a top 3 to 5 slot corner heading into the 2021 season. Why wouldn't the Steelers want that at this stage in the game? It's around a $7 million cap hit, which I think the Steelers could make work right now, but I don't know what type of persuasion tactics Kevin Colbert can use. So the Broncos could either take on a portion of that, or we could restructure the deal so it's more in our favor towards the cap space this season. But all in all, it would be a trade that doesn't screw our cap flexibility going forward, is a proven starter, a top-notch caliber player at his position, and on a 1 year deal in a position of need. Think of the other guys that we've just brought in: Melvin Ingram, Joe Schobert, Trey Turner. So this type of trade would definitely fit the bill. My question, though, is this: what are we doing at the cornerback position if we don't trade for Bryce Callahan, and what would a trade for Bryce Callahan mean in two different scenarios? So scenario one is, which is what I want to do, James Pierre, starter on the outside; Cam Sutton, starter in the slot; Joe Hayden, starter on the outside. That's what I want to happen. And in that scenario, I think the Bryce Callahan trade is a little bit less pressing than scenario number two, but I still think a deal could be made, and I'll explain that in a little bit. Scenario two is this: Joe Hayden on the outside, Cam Sutton on the outside. I don't know, Arthur Mollett at slot. James Pierre comes in for sub packages and Cam Sutton gets moved into a slot. So maybe that happens 40 to 50% of the time throughout a game. Scenario two, we need to make this move and we need to make it quick. But in scenario one, let's say scenario one plays out. James Pierre is the outside cornerback. Cam Sutton's moved to the inside at slot. Joe Hayden's our other outside cornerback. Should we still make the move? I think so, because I don't think you can have too much depth at the cornerback position. And Bryce Callahan is a little bit different of a slot corner than Cam Sutton. He's more physical. He's more in that Mike Hilton mold from everything I've read. Because if we do have Cam Sutton in the slot, that is something we're missing. We're focused more on coverage with Cam and losing a little bit of that blitzing and physicality that Mike Hilton brought to the table. It would be a little bit crowded at the cornerback room I'm talking about, but if our rotation between cornerback 2 and 3 is between James Pierre, Cam Sutton, and Bryce Callahan, there could be worse problems. So I like the deal if we can make it work. There are some other issues that I've thought about, though. If we make this move, does this automatically mean we don't trade for CJ Henderson at some point in the season? There's that. Does this potentially hurt our chances of trying to trade for a left tackle or bringing in someone for that position at some point? I don't necessarily want that to be the case. I still want there to be some opening to improve the left tackle position if things go a little bit awry early on in the season. I'd like us to start with Dan Moore. I think he's shown us more at left tackle than Chooks up to this point, and there would be still question marks, but I think a little bit less than what Chooks has been doing. Him and Dotson on that left side have been pretty good in preseason. But yeah, I don't want to shut off the possibility of upgrading the left tackle position if this hurts our cap space that much. And also, another thing, would you want Callahan over CJ Henderson? CJ Henderson, though, the trade talks have died down, so I don't even know if he's out on the market right now. Other thing is, what is the compensation? We have lost a fair amount of picks for this season. We traded our 4th rounder for Isaiah Loudermilk, Joe Schobert, 6th round pick, 5th rounder for Avery Williamson. We are going to be getting a fair amount of comp picks coming in to replace those with Matt Filer, Bud Dupree, and then also Mike Hilton. So I'm not as concerned about that. we might just have to go into 2023. Maybe it's a 5th round pick, a 6th round pick. Some people are throwing out Jordan Berry in there because the Broncos punter's pretty shitty. I mean, I'm up for that because then we'll just have Presley Harvin. So let me know in the comments what you think of a Bryce Callahan trade. I'm obviously leaning towards it. There are some little hiccups, though, that could come up with this. Nothing that we can't take care of. We saw how Kevin Colbert's been operating this whole offseason to make it work, not only for the Steelers, this team, but for us long term. So yeah, just let me know what you think. Hope you enjoyed the vid. Stay chilling. Peace.